Sell Your Car UK is back and delighted to offer for sale this absolutely adorable Audi A1 1.2 TFSI Sport manual. It's the 3-door in Amalfi white, first registered on a 2011 11 plate in March of 2011, currently owned by only its second keeper, and it's done just under 44,000 miles in its entire life. It's got a full Audi service history, last serviced in January 2016. It comes with a few really nice options on this one as well, including the Audi music interface and the Bluetooth and sat-nav prep as well. That is to say, it has the Bluetooth and it has the sat-nav. Now, as you can see, it's in really lovely condition. There's no scrapes or dents or dings or anything of the sort on this car. It really is lovely. And we're going to get up close and personal with the car in this video, just to save you the hassle of coming down to see it if it's not going to be right for you. But there really isn't very much to show you. The car really is absolutely adorable. Okay, so let's start off right here at the front of the car. There are some stone chips on the bumper. I'm being very fussy. They do show up on white. They can all be touched in very easily. It's not a major job, it just requires the time and the effort to do so, or indeed a full polish of the vehicle as well. You're not going to respray the bumper. In fact, I'm having a hard time even showing you. For example, here's one. Here's a tiny, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. Little stone chips like that. But obviously you've got to know where to look. I'm showing you things like that because I don't want you coming all the way down to see the car and be disappointed. I want you to know exactly what you're coming down to see. And I think you can forgive little things like that on a car that's done almost 44,000 miles. You can see another little stone chip just there. The lights are great though. There's no cracks, no fogging up of any of these lenses. And you've got all the chrome surrounds are all intact as well. Coming onto the bonnet. Very tidy, no scratches, no animals have been using this as a bed. There are some stone chips that have actually been touched in, so I'll show you one just here. There you go, you can just see that there. It's going to be hard to find the others because they're very, very tiny. There's one, I think. No, there's one. There you go. But they've been painted with the correct paint, not just gone down to Halfords and got a white paint stick or something. That is genuine Audi paint that's in there, which is why when I stand back you're not seeing any hint whatsoever of those stone chips. Right, let's carry on down the passenger side of the car. This is not going to be the longest video in the world. Not only is it quite a small car, but there's really not a great deal to show you. I can just spend ages and wax lyrical about how good the condition of the car is. So if I just bounce up and down here, you'll see for yourself that there's no dents, there's no dings. This is where they would show up as you go up and down like so. And you can see the paint is really lovely as well. Nice clean reflection in there. Could do with a nice machine polish just to bring back that original factory shine onto the car. It has been super guarded. I'll show you all of that in due course. Now coming around the car, the alloy wheels, they're 10-spoke alloy wheel with very, very good tyres. They're 16-inch rims. There's a tiny, tiny bit of curbing on a couple of them. Just pointing that out for you just there. Probably that will clean up, to be fair. That's a bit of tyre shine that's in there, but there's a bit more curbing just around here. Very, very minor, to be expected. You're not going to refurb alloy wheels for curbing of this magnitude. It really is very tiny. It's got a full service history. I reckon it'll need brakes in the next service. It doesn't need pads. The pads have got loads and loads and loads of life left in them. You can see that there, they're very thick, but the discs possibly, with 44,000 miles, it's probably due in the next service. Tyres are in good condition. You've probably got about 3 mil of tread. These are Continentals, you don't have to go for those. These are the tyres that Audi would recommend. The front tyres, as you'd expect from a front wheel drive car, are a little bit lower tread than the ones at the back. Coming down the door, no scratches, no dents as I mentioned before. There's a tiny little mark here. Other than that though, it really is very, very clean. Just going down now the rear wing. And we're going to focus now on this tyre. Bit more tread here. Good discs and pads. Plenty of life left in there. It's very hard to show. I mean, we're lucky we can see what we can here, but any inspection is welcome here at Sell Your Car UK. So if you want to get your mate down here as a mechanic, or if you want to arrange an AA inspection or an RAC inspection, we welcome all comers. Just to show you as well, a very, very tidy alloy wheel. There's no hint of any curbing going on here whatsoever. Very, very clean alloy wheel. Now coming around the back, there's a tiny, I say tiny, there's a small, it's not tiny, but there is a small nick that's just been taken out of the rear bumper. Nothing serious, it's not something you'd respray a bumper for, and in fact, quite fortunately as well, it blends in quite nicely indeed when you stand back from the car like so. You got to know to look for it to see it. Again though, I'm just showing you it because I don't want there to be any nasty surprises if you're coming down to see the car. Now there's no parking sensors. They can be fitted. If you want parking sensors at the back here, then you're looking at about £250, including the VAT, to have sensors fitted. It wasn't fitted at the factory. It's a very small car. If you really need it, we can certainly organise something for you. But I'm just showing you there's no scrapes around this side. There's no scuffs. There's no cracks. There are some marks going along the top here, which you can just see. Again, it could do with a polish, this, because white does show up absolutely everything, as you're seeing now in this video. But really and truly, a machine polish will get rid of 99% of all of that, and it will look absolutely gorgeous. The rear tailgate, very, very tidy. Again, no dents or bangs. And the lights as well, crystal clear. And no cracks or damage. Right, let's have a look now at the driver's side of the car. And you can see, first of all, the condition. If we just do that bounce again, just moving backwards and forwards and just trying to show you a very clean reflection with no dents or dings. Lots of life in the tyres. Now over here we've actually got a Bridgestone, so this tyre is probably one of the newer ones on the car, if not the newest one on the car, probably changed after a puncture. Another very tidy alloy wheel, and again good pads and good discs on those brakes. Now coming down this side of the car, again some very, I'm being incredibly fussy, small marks here, here and here, where someone has obviously bumped it with a door, but they've not done any irreparable damage, or irreparable damage for that matter, because you can see there's no dents, there's no marks in the actual paint. It's purely surface. It needs a machine polish to get those marks sorted out. Carrying on the driver's side here, you can see for yourself it's in lovely condition. Wing mirrors haven't been bashed, lenses aren't cracked, and now on the front wing, all looking very, very tidy. Now I'll just show you down here on the front bumper, on the front wing, I showed you that little stone chip down here. Now there has been a bit of touch up that's been done just there, as you can see, very minor, and you didn't even notice it until I showed you, did you? Now if we're going around the wheel again, front wheel here of this lovely alloy wheel, also in very good condition. There is a tiny bit of curbing, which I'm just coming to now. You can see that there as I stop the camera. And again, good discs and loads of life left. It's hard to see, but on those pads you can just about make that out there. Tyres are good. There's a fair amount of wear in there, but I do think that, you know, you're going to need to change them, I would have thought, in that next service, which is due, if you're going by age, it's due in January. So there we have it. That's everything you need to see on the outside. I said it was going to be quite quick. I'll just show you the roof as well, just to show you there's no dents or scratches, and that the roof is in lovely condition as well. You've got that rear spoiler with the brake light that's just in there as well. Okay, let's have a look inside the car. Now it's coming with 2 keys, and they look like this. Central locking, just push the button there to unlock, you see all the lights flash. And I'm going to show you the interior of the car. One of the things I'm not going to be able to show you, because obviously it's broad daylight, is this car, one of the options it has is the interior LED pack. So that means you've got, and it's really cool, you've got interior LED lights that are kind of hidden just there. You can just see that on. Now you might think, what is the point in that? but it's actually a very good point. It's to highlight when you're driving at night, you can see where the wing mirror controls are. So if you're parking, you can adjust the wing mirrors up and down, and also if you want to open the windows. Although you'll get used to where those buttons are, I think. Anyway, it's a very nice feature. It really does highlight and accent the doors very nicely. And there's a few other bits in here as well, LED lights. It just really pops. Just showing you, the condition is very, very tidy inside the car. There are some little marks on the seat of wear here. You can just see that there on the cloth. But otherwise the seats are in very, very nice condition. There's no tears, there's no rips. It's never been used to carry any pets or even children, who are sometimes worse, and no smokers either. It's a smoke-free car, so there's no funky odours or anything of the sort. It's very, very clean and tidy inside the car. I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to show you all of the little features and options as best as I can. So if you're not familiar with the Audi A1, then hopefully this will just give you a demonstration. Now we're just going to pop the key in, give it a turn it on, and you'll see it starts first time. All those warning lights go off. There's nothing wrong with the car at all. The only ones that are staying on, you can see up there, you've got these two lights. Now one is for the handbrake. We're not going to go for a drive, so that light is not going to be coming off. And likewise as well, I'm not going to be putting my seatbelt on because we're not going to go for a drive. So those lights will stay on. You've got this very cool trip computer in the middle here, which is right now showing you the digital speedo. So this car has the digi speedo. Now that's all controlled using the steering wheel, and you've got the controls just here. So for example, if I just scroll that little thing there, you can see the date today. You can see time since the journey started, last journey that is, last trip, the average miles per gallon in that last trip, and the average speed, hence the miles per gallon. You're not going to go very far on a gallon if you're only doing 4 miles an hour. 3.3 miles is as far as you'll go, in fact. Wow, this is exciting. The point is that you can all control it from this little button here, which gives you the option here to do an efficiency program, turn the screen off completely, have that digital speedo, or go to the computer. And if you go to the computer, then that will show you the actual 37.1 miles per gallon, which is the average this car has achieved over 282.1 miles. It's done 21 miles an hour on average over that as well. And then there's a trip of 340.6 miles as well as the original one as well. Then we've got those details we saw before. All very exciting, isn't it? There's the mileage. It is 100% genuine. Like I said, just below 44,000. It's done 43,798 at time of filming. That will go up a small amount, but I do think this car is going to be sold with less than 44,000 miles. It's not surplus requirement. It is being used on a daily basis, but the new car is arriving very soon. So it's only a matter of time before that stops going any higher. Over here you've got your stalk for your lights. Over here you've got a stalk for your wipers. If you're asking the question, does it have auto lights and auto wipers? The answer is no, it doesn't. You have to do it yourself. God, how very annoying. It also doesn't have, oh, here are the lights. I tell a lie, those are the fog lights. It also has front, as you saw, lower level fog lights, or yeah, they are fog lights, or dipped beams, and you can also over there just control the height of the lights and the brightness in the cabin. Over this side you've got your stereo controls, voice command, and as it says there, iNav. So where is the nav? Where could it possibly be hiding? It is here. Just push that, screen pops up, and here is the nav. Now just to show you the map, there we are. You can see the map, full color screen. It's all controlled down here, and you've got the SD card slot 1 is being used with the map data, and then you've got another SD card slot available here, so you can actually have your music on an SD card, and then that's another form of media. You can also sync using Bluetooth, and as well as that you've got your telephone as well. So if you just, oh, wrong button, if you just press the telephone button just there, as it says there, please connect a mobile phone, but it's quite possible and easy enough to do. We just haven't done it on this occasion. Now that's, I'm not going to go through all the details of this, but just know it's got a great sound system as well. I'll just put the radio on and we can have a listen.
They did an episode where Donald Trump...
Okay, I'm not going to play any more of that. For a start, I'll have to pay them for it. But no, the point is it's got a very good stereo. Nice bit of drum and bass there for you. It's in fabulous condition. Another option in this car is this high gloss and titanium surround, which is quite a nice function and feature on these air vents, these very funky aeroplane style air vents. Yeah, there's also down here, you've got your air conditioning as well, which is a very neat thing to have. Just below that, turn off your traction control, and you've got your heated rear screen. Not much more really to show you in the front here. I'm not, as I said, going to go through all the details of this, but you've got a great stereo and it's a DAB radio as well. One other thing just to show you is it has the start-stop functionality, which you can turn off. In the back, I'll just quickly show you now as I come around to the, I'm just showing you the passenger seat first of all, just showing you the condition is very good, and likewise the rear of the car as well. The customer who's selling the car using us here at SellYourCarUK doesn't have children at the moment that sit in the back. If you do need to plug them in though, there are ISOFIX points. It's just 2 seats in the back, so if you need 3, then you are looking at the wrong car. The Audi A1 is not going to be the right one for you. Now I'm going to turn this car off, I'm going to jump out. There's not much more really to show you in here. In fact, what I will do, just quickly, I'll just pull the seats forward and just show you the condition is very, very nice. Really is, it's lovely. And now we're going to come to the back, because in true SellYourCarUK style, what we like to do with the boot, as well as showing you the size of it, is also show you all of the docs. So in the boot, we have all of the paperwork that we have coming with the car. Now, there's a few things just to show you first of all, and that is you've got a SuperGuard pack, which is coming with the car that's never been reapplied. That was provided to the current buyer who purchased the car. I'll just remind myself quickly, purchased the car in 2013. I just had a look in the V5 there. So they got the car in 2013 and got it super guarded and got the pack to come with it. You've also got this little carry case here for some oil, although it hasn't got any oil in it at the moment. And then over here you've got your first aid kits, which all came with the car. Now on top of that, we have the handbooks that fit into there. These are said handbooks, and we also have the service book as well. Now, no fault whatsoever of any of the keepers, but the service history is missing 1 stamp. So this car has actually had 4 Audi stamps, 4 Audi services. 2 carried out by Watford, and the second of which carried out in 2013. In between these ones, you can see here, this one done in October 2012, this one in October 2014. There was another one done in October 2013. The mileage on this one, 32. The mileage on this one, 15. The mileage of the one in between was actually done at 23,000. Now, we can get you a proof of that, but there's no stamp in the book for it. Now, they should have left this one clear, in actual fact, when Whetstone stamped the book here when they did this service, but they didn't. Don't get me started. Now, we've also, when we turn the page here, we've got the most recent service. That was done at just under 40,000, 39,171. And that was done, we've got the date up here, on the 14th of January 2016. The next service would be done in January of 2017. The car currently on the mileage it's at, it certainly isn't due a service right away. It's also got, I'll close that book, we've also got an MOT. The MOT done in March 2016 at that 40,000 miles. The next one is due in March of 2017. We've also got the bill for that last service, just to show you that there. And then underneath here, no, I'm not going to open it because we've got all of these things, but underneath there we've also got the spare wheel and all of the tools. Now in the back here, it's a small boot, but it will hold some things. It depends what kind of things that is. It certainly won't hold a large buggy, but nevertheless, it's good enough for all your shopping, and it has a split folding rear seat. So if you do need to get something bigger in the back here, then those seats do fold down. They fold down practically flat. In fact, I'll just demonstrate that for you now. There we are. There we are. So you can see now that folding all the way down there. So you can put bigger things into the boot should you need to. Now I'm just going to shut this boot now. I think that's pretty much it. A lovely little feature here, by the way, hazard lights. So if you have to have the boot open because let's say you're changing a tyre or something, hazard lights. Who thought of that? Brilliant. Right, that's it. There's nothing more to show you. This car is available for sale right now. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you're after a warranty for it, we can provide warranties as well. We use a company called Warranty Wise, who consider themselves the UK's best used car warranty, and we can chat with you about that. If you require finance, then we can also organise that for you, should you not want to get it yourself. And likewise as well, part exchange. If you have a car you'd like to trade in, do have a chat with us about that as well. There's only one place though to get this fabulous Audi A1 1.2 TFSI Sport 3-door manual in Amalfi White. Thought I'd throw that in there, and that is exclusively through our service here at Sell Your Car UK. Thanks very much for watching.